Welcome to the Great Awakening. This is here. Get ready, put your big boy pants on, put your big girl pants on, because this is getting real, everybody. In this video, I'm going to give you the breakdown of the top 3 things that have brought us to this Great Awakening and what you can do to be the change. Now, I don't know if you've seen outside, there is a new world that we are going to wake up to. Now, the question is, what are you doing to create the change that you are looking for on this planet? I know you're angry. I know you're frustrated. There's a lot happening that I'm not okay with too. Now, the question is, again, what are you doing to be the change? Are you perpetuating the fear and the negativity, or are you anchoring in the light? Ask yourself, what would love do? What would compassion do? Someone who loves themselves. That's what we are doing, anchoring in this new planet Earth. It's an exciting time to be alive. Now, I want all of you to know that the Great Awakening is here. If you didn't see it before, if you didn't believe me before, I can assure you now, we are creating the new Earth. I'm getting a lot of questions. What does that mean? How do we do this, Robert? What should I do? I'm afraid. Now, again, if you are coming at this from a place of fear, you are still living in the 3rd dimension, the old paradigm. Now we are ascending to the 5th dimension. The 4th density is the bridge to the 5th dimension, or the 5th density. Now, the Great Awakening, step 1 involves people drawing that line in the sand. Don't you see what's happening? That's exactly what's happening outside your doors, outside your windows. There is a mass injustice, social inequality, racism, you name it. It has been spread and plagued throughout our country, and people are tired of being treated poorly. It's not a bad thing, right? You have to understand that this is way deeper than the most recent incidents of our time. This goes back hundreds of years, if not thousands of years. Now, this energy has perpetuated and created enough momentum to create a global spiritual awakening right now on planet Earth. The second most valuable thing that has happened is the tyranny from our government systems. People understand that the government does not have their best interest. You know that the government is lying to your face about obvious things that are happening right now. And it doesn't matter what Trump says on Twitter or what's going on the news. You know that there's more going on behind the scenes. The truth is out there. We have social media now. We have this beautiful platform here on YouTube to create videos. There are so many people influencing our modern world, and the power is being shifted. That leads me to the 3rd and possibly the greatest reason why we are in this Great Awakening, and that is the power shift. Haven't you noticed that the tactics are getting a little bit more heavy, right? We're talking about a full-blown virus. We're talking about complete brainwashing and mass propaganda. And as we get further into that tipping point, I'm telling you, we are this close to a paradigm shift. It's happening right before our eyes. Now, the question is, are you anchoring in that light? Are you being the change by anchoring in that divine frequency? Not the fear, the negativity, the violence. All of that, again, is rooted in the 3rd dimension, which is a place of fear. If anything comes from a place of fear, we are perpetuating the problem and going down that slope. Now, again, the momentum is going. It's like a roller coaster ride. That's the visualization I have. We're right there. Click, 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 going to the top. And every day, based on our actions, based on our thoughts, what are we doing to get over that edge? We are here to anchor in this divine consciousness, which is centered in unconditional love. What would love do? Someone who loves themselves would simply spread more love and light. That's as easy as it gets here. We do not need to complicate this with the mind. We are giving in to the negativity if you're perpetuating the violence. So the last thing that I want to talk about with this Great Awakening is people have experienced the power shift. You know you are more powerful than the government and the systems that are in place. The problem is we are not doing anything about it. We are not creating the change. We are still completely dependent on the system. You are the system. I am a part of the system. Until you are completely detached from it, which involves growing your own food, being self-reliant, having your own physical income, not being in a place where you even need to go to the grocery store, right? You have to be in a place where you are not influenced by the system whatsoever. That is the image that I see. That is the beautiful utopia. The heaven on earth that we are anchoring in right now is happening. Now, again, if there's anything rooted in the fear-based reality, if there's anything that is creating anxiety or tension in your body, please practice discernment and trace that back to the source and ask yourself, where is it coming from? Where is that anxiety and anger and frustration coming from? This is a very deep-rooted problem, and you need to get to the source of it to completely extinguish it. Otherwise, it's just going to keep coming back. That seed will be watered by more violence and negativity, and that seed will sprout and grow into a product that will keep us from awakening. I'm here to plant seeds of change, to plant seeds of love and compassion, kindness. We should be planting fruit trees amongst the sidewalks and feeding one another and loving one another, not burning and pillaging. So this is no judgment here. I want all of you to know that the duality, as if we continue to be in the duality of the bad and good, the right or wrong, the bias, the person that's blaming, that is all rooted in the old paradigm. That is all rooted in the third dimension. That has got to go. Please ask yourself right now, are you being the change? Are you waking up to a new reality that you want to see every day? Anchoring in that divine vibration. Again, we are this close to a paradigm shift. The roller coaster's at the top, baby. I'm ready to just, woo, hands up, go down. I'm telling you, we are going to do this together. The Great Awakening is here. You've experienced the major shift. The power struggles have shifted. People are waking up right now more than ever. It is a very exciting time to be alive. And I want you to know that there is nothing to be afraid of. You are infinite, pure consciousness. The more you realize your true self, the more you experience who you truly are, the greater the consciousness expands and the more we will evolve as a human race on this planet. So, thank you all for being the change. Thank you all for standing up and speaking your truth, understanding that you are more than the negativity and the violence. You are here to anchor in love and higher vibrations. So, keep it up. Your voice is being heard. The shift has already happened. All we have to do is anchor it in. That's it. With every action, with every thought, with everything that you're doing with your energy, you are dictating the path to the new earth. So be the change. I know I'm hitting that nail on the head every time because right now it's happening. Right outside your window, the world has never seen this before. We are experiencing the collective unconscious shift into that fifth dimensional energy. And the powers that be, the big 1% and the elite of people, the cabal, whatever you want to call them, they're not happy. That is the last major shift that's happening in the Great Awakening. Again, is that power struggle. The more we continue to spread the light and the positivity, the more they will retaliate and angst us on to get us back into that fear, into that anger, pushing our buttons, triggering us. So be very mindful about what's happening right now and know that there's more going on than what meets the two eyes. You have to open up your mind's eye, open up the third eye to see beyond the illusion. I can assure you there are some powers that be that are just puppeteers right now and we're all falling for the trap. So wake up. Understand that there is so much more going on than just racism and violence and some outbreak, some coronavirus. You know what I mean? There is so much more than that. Again, these are tactics to keep you in control, to keep you at that lower vibration. And the good news is people have woken up to the truth. The good news is the plan has backfired. I don't think the evil cabal could even comprehend the level of magnitude that is in our heart. The love and the energy that we can provide here is real. And it's happening right before our eyes. So buckle up. I'm excited. Thank you all for being here. Shout out to the Inner Circle members. Shout out to everybody on the Patreon page. Let's create this new earth together. I love each and every one of you. Until next time, guys, I'm out. Peace.
Remember, you are infinite spirit soul. The higher self is always guiding you. Tap into the infinite cosmic conscious energy which is within us, around us, and everywhere.